Thanks for stopping by the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice.
The problem with Phaedra, and I'm gonna be very clear. Phaedra's no boss in this group. I don't know what she is in Housewives, but bitch, you not no boss over here. You cannot be the leader of this group, and that's what she wanted. And when she realized she cannot outboss us, she cannot outthink us, she's not more connected, she does not have more money than most of us, contrary to what she thinks. I'm saying, you can't be no boss over here because everybody is equally in education, in finances, and everything. Plus, we married to medicine. The problem with Phaedra Parks is she cannot be a boss in this group, and she does not want to play with us anymore because she cannot be a leader. Now, she did try. She tried to be cool with everybody, she did. But my whole thing is anytime we see the fakery, the phonery, we gonna call it out. But Phaedra was a complete asshole about this damn Met Gala, and I'm going to everything she did, all the shit she tried to start, all the stuff that they don't even have time to play. So that's why I did what I did at the Met Gala because Phaedra was, but you never know what they're going to show. They might back up and show some of it. You know what I'm saying? But it was a complete mess, a complete fool with the Met Gala, and I was sick of her damn ass because, I don't know, maybe she was tired. Maybe she just had an attitude. Maybe she just thought that, I don't know what she thought, but she had an attitude about the whole Met Gala. And I wasn't finna take over the whole damn thing because y'all done told them people y'all was giving them $100,000, Jack Phaedra. I'm not letting you back out of this because I didn't say $1,000. We started at $25,000, right? And that was a doable goal. In my business, I will say again and again, I try to underpromise and go over the expectations. So if we would have kept it at $25,000, which each one of the girls, some of us, I think we all gave $2,500 or $3,500, whatever it was, except Toya. Toya didn't give it. I'm just gonna say that. And I'll talk to you about Toya in Patreon because Toya was dead ass wrong, but they didn't even have time to talk about Toya because she did that shit last year where she didn't want the money. She didn't want to give him no money. I don't know why Toya won't give back to the community when she buys $32,000 purse, but that's another story for another day.
Listen, this season of Married to Medicine, before it came out, a lot of these ladies, I felt like they were trying to give a bad rap to Phaedra, especially since the fact that she was on Dancing with the Stars. She went back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I guess she did not finish out the season of Married to Medicine, and they just tried to make it look bad on her part. The more these episodes come out, the more it's making them look bad. I am highly disgusted with Dr. Jackie. I talked about the fact that I agreed with Phaedra when she was like, you know, if you want to throw me under the bus because it's like you're doing this Met Gala because you're trying to clean up your reputation from what happened last season. I'm happy to help you, but don't throw me under the bus while, you know, I'm sweeping. I 100% agree with that because it's like Jackie has almost completely forgotten what she went through last year, but she hasn't completely forgotten because that's one of the reasons why she did this Met Gala. And you saw the clip of next episode where they're going to the White House to see then VP Kamala Harris, who unfortunately is no longer in that office. So, you know, with that being said, Heavenly tried to call out Phaedra and say that they didn't get all of the money and Phaedra never paid the money, and the man that at the auction bid on a date with Phaedra sent an email saying he wanted his money back and was doing it in a way of trying to make Phaedra look bad. Phaedra, she showcased the receipts and she showed the check that cleared from Phaedra Inc. to 50 Shades of Pink, Jackie's charity, and the check was cleared. And it was deposited. It wasn't returned. It cleared. And at the time, it was written out for, I guess, what it was supposed to be written out for. And that was for, on the check, it shows $35,006.70. So I guess at the time, that was the calculation of what it came down to after the items that were auctioned were bid on. But if these women are so about their money, then why couldn't they all have come together to just pitch in and donate that money to the organization that was for Black mothers and their mortality rates, or whatever it was about. Forgive me if I don't really remember, but it was something like that, right? But then you have later on in the same episode that just aired, Toya, who I was liking, and I'm not saying I dislike her now, but I was rooting for her. And then she does something like this. She throws a party to celebrate her first Birkin bag that she has in a glass case. This is so freaking superficial. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. I could not understand it, and even the ladies who were attending it couldn't understand it. So I'm not even giving them any flack, but they didn't know what they were coming there for. It wasn't like they got an invitation saying, come to the party to celebrate Toya's first Birkin bag. So they really didn't even know what it was about. So it was just stupid. And she's celebrating the fact that she finally got her first Birkin. I'm assuming that Dr. Eugene said, look, if you want to get one of those, you're going to have to buy your own. So do your thing with your wine collaboration and just start making that money. So if that's something that you want to buy, you can buy it out of the money that you earn, because I refuse. Yeah, I've been moving with you every other season or every season and a half, just depending on what it was looking like. But with that, for a handbag, I'm not down with that. So you're on your own when it comes to that. I don't know what the case was with that. So she just, I guess, was so proud that she finally got her first Birkin. That is just so superficial. And then in the previous scenes, they're talking about how they didn't get all of the money that they needed for the charity. And they were saying how much they paid for the venue. The venue was $30,000. Out of all of those people, as long as they have been on Married to Medicine, you mean to tell me that there was no venue in Atlanta that would have allowed them to get the space and comp it for the sake of having their name on the show to promote? Just off of the strength of that, I can understand that. It's like, so they're saying out of the expenses, they didn't really make the money that they needed to make. Well, whose fault is that? You can't blame Phaedra for it, because Phaedra was supposed to be the co-chair. And to me, it seems like this was something that Phaedra was brought on not immediately, but later. And then Dr. Jackie brings Heavenly on even later to step in, because she's claiming that Phaedra's not doing what she's supposed to do, and she's not returning calls, and she's not returning emails. Like, pass the buck, blame everybody else, just like you blame the female patients for the things that they were feeling or experiencing. And and then, when you get called out on it by past patients on social media, then you want to duck and cry after you got your moment, celebrating your moment with, at the time, VP Kamala Harris, to talk about the Black women and how they need to be advocated for and they're higher risk and all of these other things that was said at the time. This is just, to me, so weird. I'm just really over the fact that these women are so fabulous with their Bentleys and their Rolls Royces and their designer handbags and going on these vacations and all of the different things that they're doing, but yet you're celebrating buying a Birkin bag, and then you're griping and complaining about Phaedra talking about the charity event and how you didn't get all of the money that you were supposed to get. Well, why didn't you all come together to get that money up so that it could be delivered the way it needed to be delivered? And then Phaedra doing what she does, which is just kind of showing the receipts, while Heavenly does what she does, going on social media on her YouTube channel to blast her. To me, it's making more sense now as to why Heavenly and Quad were trying to just make it seem like Phaedra ain't that girl, and it just ain't it, and we're not featuring her, and just all of the different things that they have done and said about her. And to me, so far at least, it's really looking bad on their part more so than it is for Phaedra. So I don't know what you guys think, but a party for a Birkin bag, absolutely crazy. All of the women coming around to clown Phaedra and talk about they didn't get all the money that they needed and whatever. It's just crazy to me. I'm just not down with it at all. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of the season so far. What do you think about Toya having a party for her first Birkin bag? What do you think about all of the ladies not stepping up to the plate to make sure that all of the money that they were looking forward to raise was going to be secured and solidified by all of them, since they're all so well connected and they all have so much money, allegedly? And what do you think about Phaedra showing the cancel check that definitely was deposited? Thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.